the 36th annual Minnesota Hall of Fame IRT stop here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. We're at the University of Minnesota Rec Center, and we are on to our second semifinal match of the day. The first one was a forfeit, as Rodrigo Montoya couldn't make it through that match due to a pec injury. In the booth right now, we have myself, Richard Eisenman, and Bobby Horn. Welcome, Bobby.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Excited to finally get on one of these this weekend and talk, and obviously no better match to watch than our solo semifinal. As you mentioned, Montoya had that pec injury that he's going to be out for the rest of the tournament here. I'm hoping that he comes back next week, is ready to play. But for now, we have Andres Acuna playing Kane. It should be a good one.
Yeah, Andres was lights out last night against Andre Faria. He was feeling it and 1 and 2 straight.
Yeah, he played really, really well, hitting the serve well, moving well. Acuna just works really hard, and it's a really good example of just working hard for a long amount of time and staying steady.
A little bit of the tell of the tape at 2 players, so Kane holds a 7-0 lead on that between Andres and Kane.
You kind of dial that into, like, okay, we have big serves here. If people are serving big, they're going to get stuck farther in the box, right? They're not going to be able to get out as quickly. So that down the line on the cement wall, that's a great shot by Acuna. The down the line or like the direct shot, while that person's still trying to get back in position, is going to get up.
Great serve again. You think it looks like from the beginning here that's kind of his strategy, is to use this glass, go straight down the line on the serve.
Even on the third there, he's poking the ball down the line, goes up, and right on cue, he goes to the forehand.
And gets punished for it. Not really, you know.
It's not what we talked about.
Nope.
It's a really good serve, by the way.
No,
it wasn't a bad serve at all. Just
at
to
all.
Kane's forehand, he's able to step over and re-rip that. He did a couple against Garcia yesterday as well, where he's stepping over, squatting, and ripping. Oh, yeah. And that's the move right there. The little Charles Barkley box out as he's hitting that forehand. Uses his butt to kind of pull Acuna off to the side, boxes him out, and then gets an easy line winner.
Acuna's been tracking the ball down well during the last couple of matches. Low to the ground, really great court coverage.
It's a missile.
Unreal.
Not getting that.
Unreal. You know, the crazy part about that is he's striking that thing at like ankle high, basically, and it just goes flat through it. So that thing is just gliding over the line at like a kill shot height.
A little rise on the ball, too, as it hits the front wall.
Yep.
Good serve.
Perfect line down the right side using the glass. Brian Pineda in the box. Thanks for joining us, Brian.
Just like that, 3-0 lead erased, tied up. Weird bounce.
You know, this is how you have to play this as Acuna. Kane is going to hit bomb serves at you. He's going to get some aces on you. And so you kind of have to be able to retaliate and stay consistent. What you can't have is Kane get off to a big lead at the beginning here, and you're playing catch-up the whole game.
Yeah, the worst thing you want is the Kane to have, I mean, it sounds crazy, but even have like a 3-point lead on you, then he gets to open up that serve a little bit, right? He's going to mix it up. He's going to be able to go for a little more.
Yep.
He's going to, wow, good shot. He's going to try to be a little more risky, but usually he does that after he's opened up a small lead on you.
Absolutely.
And his matches have been starting out with drive serves, then he'll go to the nick.
Right on cue.
Yeah, actually the first down the line, lob serve that he's done. He's been really doing a lot of nicks during his matches.
Yeah, he was hitting that a lot in Sioux Falls as well, the lob nick to the left wall. And I mean, I was sitting there with Sam Bredebek at one of the matches and watching him just hit the exact same spot on the side wall. Looks like he sees something.
Well, and we've even talked about it a little bit too, Bobby, where that lob nick with this black ball, it allows it to get so much deeper than it could with the purple ball. So it actually can be a really effective serve. With the purple ball, it would come off the back wall, but this black ball just dies in that back corner. So he definitely sees it.
Nice serve.
Good hands.
Oh, yeah. Pretty.
And we talked about that yesterday, Bobby, with his front court play, just pushing it in with his backhand. Really, really good.
And that's something he's fine-tuned over the years. He's very good with his backhand up in the front court recently.
Great get.
Yep.
And it's almost as if Acuna's just trying to go for that crack ace on that right side and just missing that angle just a little bit.
Yeah, I like his first maybe 3 or 4 of them that were a little more clean line.
Yep, same.
Just make Kane make the good return.
Yep.
I mean, if you crack ace him, it's going to look great, but the majority of the time is once it hits that side wall, the ball slows down, right?
Yep.
And if it slows down for Kane, he's going to be able to tee off on every ball because his hands are so fast. Serve. Missed the serve. It's a great serve by Acuna there. Huge serve there from Acuna. He's looking good. Kane saying, having some troubles with his vision here. I think I even heard him mouth, I can't see out of my eye. Hopefully it's just a little sweat in his eye, nothing more serious or anything.
Yeah, he took a little racket to the nose yesterday in the Garcia match.
Yeah, I remember him coming off saying something about it too. About he got a little zinger there from the racket. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think it might be partly because he did get cracked in the face yesterday with the racket on accident, and he's looking at his team outside, talking about he can't really see maybe the depth of the ball. I know when you have one eye out, it's really hard to see how far the ball is away from you.
Oh, good try.
And on top of that, Acuna is playing very well as well, so putting the pressure on him. 3 serving 7.
And it's funny because this is how the last game with Acuna and Kane went. Acuna actually got a big lead in game 1. And then Kane comes back and actually finishes in a tight, close first game.
His ability to kind of sit in and score 4 or 5 in a row at any time that he wants and kind of focus, which is every athlete in every sport, right? You can't focus the whole entire match. It's impossible. But his ability to kind of refocus and do that is better than everybody.
And it can happen fast.
Oh, that's good. Adam mentioned that he's fine-tuned that over the years. That actually used to be one of Acuna's Achilles' heels.
Oh, nice.
You could actually hit it to his backhand. He would try to push that, and you can kind of sit on it. Now he hits it so well, it's hard to get to.
Better serve there. What a dig for Kane. As a he thought it was a 2-bounce get.
This angle is impossible for me to hear. There's a table here, so Kane pretty confident he got it and killed it. Call is not overturned. Call stands. 1 appeal used for Andres Acuna.
He's playing good ball right now.
Yeah, it's good.
He's playing very solid.
He has been the last few tournaments too. He played very well in Sioux Falls as well, and very consistent, very steady. Looks mentally tough, never too much ups and downs. Good to see him playing well. As he gets another ace serve. You don't see often aces to Kane's forehand.
No.
It's not super common, so Amazing serve.
You know, maybe that's why he's trying to go to that crack to bait Kane forward right.
Screen ball.
And then open up the left. I don't know. Maybe that's something what he's trying right now.
Kane cleaning off his glasses here. Still kind of hinting at maybe he can't see out of that left eye. I'm hoping it's, again, I'm hoping some of that kind of goes away or minor. Big setup.
Oh.
That's another missed forehand, Adam. He's missed
He's
quite a bit
take
of
a
those.
timeout here. So
Taking
we'll take a quick
timeout.
break, and then we'll be back and give you an update when we return. Welcome back, everybody, here at the Minnesota Hall of Fame IRT stop in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Richard Eisman, Bobby Horn, Adam Mania here on the call. Second semifinal. Still waiting for Kane to return to the court. Something going on with his vision. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there.
Yeah, hopefully everything's okay and he can get back in there, refocus. On another note, as Ice mentioned, Acuna is playing amazing racquetball right now. One thing you did mention earlier as well is how well he's moving and how he stays really low to the ground. So right now it looks like he's in complete control of this first game. We have Kane walking back towards the court. Let's see if he kind of is able to get back in there.
I've described Acuna as a bulldog mentality. He's gonna grind it out. Not a lot of ups and downs, and he's just a bulldog and gonna fight for everything.
Yeah, and just the biggest thing for Acuna right here is just staying within himself. I know we kind of said that at the beginning, that he's doing really well. You don't got to go hero mode and make any crazy shots. Just hit the shots that you're supposed to hit and stay consistent.
Yep. Hit the right shots at the right time.
Yep.
Kane looking very, very discouraged. Body language isn't great. You can tell he's a little frustrated.
Yep.
I like this server's pattern to that forehand.
Yeah.
Kane's missed some forehands, and again, the reason why I don't know, but easy serve just back.
Oh, but that's hero ball right there. That's exactly what we were talking about. Falling backwards, jumping, trying to hit the reverse pinch. Just put it up to the ceiling, or just hit it down the line that's thigh high. Yeah.
That's not Acuna racquetball.
No,
that's
not at all.
That's not a shot he hits,
Correct.
right? So he can just stay within himself. Should be an avoidable hinder. Yep. Kane again, very frustrated. Acuna's got to be very careful here and stay very consistent and solid. He's going to start feeling some of that body language, but what he doesn't want to do is get bait and switch.
Yeah, you've got to stay. You can't. Very good by Kane. And why that's so hard is his opponents. He keeps the pressure on you the whole time. Even when you hit a ceiling ball and you're going to try and regroup, boom, he comes and spikes it down on you.
Exactly. If I could do that, I'd be playing today.
That's true. Short Z, like it.
You know, and I was going to mention before this rally started that, like, him kind of, you know, that rally might seem a little reckless and, like, a little silly and stuff like that, but that might be the kind of rally for him just to kind of fall back and just enjoying playing, having fun. Although there might be something physical with him, vision-wise.
Wow. And even just kind of get the blood going and the rush going, you know?
Exactly. We think we had an appeal and a overturned call, a short serve.
No, it wasn't overturned.
It wasn't overturned.
Oh, it wasn't overturned.
But
Great serve. Oh.
Just barely stayed up. Barely hit the corner and just barely stayed up.
And Kane just a half a step late.
Yep.
see if he comes back down the right here, Bobby. That's what you're asking for.
One time. Just a really good serve left.
That's not making it to the front.
And as we've been seeing all weekend long, having a big serve on this court is getting people wins over here.
Yes, yeah. It's if you have a big serve, this is the place you want to play more than not. Not necessarily the soft servers. There it is.
Case. He said you live and die if it hits the sidewall and it comes out and doesn't crack out. Kane's sitting on it and he got a great break for another point. So got the 2 points that Kane had just put on his tally. We're at 10-6.
So good.
And there's the use of that wide angle right
So
there.
good.
He baits him forward. He sees Andre right above that dotted line, and just a nice, clean wide angle. And again, it's not perfect. It's not cracking out in the back, but it just is that movement getting Andres into the back of the court.
He's not even looking to make that perfect.
Correct,
either.
exactly.
And that's, you know, return to serve and wide angles are Kane's two most undervalued shots. He don't appreciate enough. Yep. It's a great serve. Everybody always sees him doing between the leg kills and all these big, huge serves, but they don't understand is how good he does the little things.
Yep.
And that's why he's been good for so long.
Yep.
Acuna needs to stay tough here. I would even consider taking a timeout if he gets another point here. Just don't let this lead flip. Short serve.
Nice.
I call timeout instantly here if I'm Acuna here. Don't let this get out of hand.
And you can see Andres gave him just enough room. And you can see the body language change a little bit on Andres there. That takes the wind out of the sail a little bit.
Yep, Z serve. Oh no, sneaky. What do you call?
Good serve.
I thought it was good
Beautiful
too.
serve, beautiful serve.
Oh my gosh.
3 consecutive points by Kane.
He's appealing the serve.
He's appealing. I don't love it.
I don't like this appeal. Look good to me. Unlikely to be overturned. Worth an appeal.
That's his last one, I think, though.
Yep, that's his last one. I don't love it. I would take a timeout right now. If I'm Acuna, timeout. Especially after a hard call like that.
Yeah, and this serve is a really good one.
And we're going to have a timeout. And here we go. So we'll be back when Game 1 resumes. Welcome back to the second semifinal on Super Saturday. That's what you want from a timeout, Adam, when you do that to stop the bleeding.
Absolutely, but that's why you take that timeout there, right?
8-10 would have been a better time for that.
Absolutely.
Did Kane go half lob Z? Is that what I saw?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't love that change there by him, but he's mixing it up, which is good. And there's
Good job with the drive serve down the right using the glass.
But again, that's what we've been calling for, right? Get back to that routine that got him the lead at the beginning there.
gas left. Oh, beautiful. It's a great look. It's a great look for Andres there. He's got to live with that. He's just got to execute there.
That's
Great
what you
look.
want. That's what you want.
Great look, just missed it.
I like to see a little higher Z from game, but not the half lob, more pace.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 60%, 70% pace.
There it is. Yep. Nice shot.
Skip. Yep.
And he's still got an opportunity there. It just came off a little bit weird.
And not reading the ball well
Correct.
so far. And he just, again, that vision, maybe not being able to see.
Yeah.
And he's even looking at us right now saying he can't see the ball very well. But if there's anything I know, if there's anything we know about Kane, he's probably going to just fight through it and figure it out. So he'll find some adjustments. He's not just going to sit in the game style that's going to make him uncomfortable. He'll find some serves and find some shot selections that'll give him looks on the sides that he can see.
That's a good.
Oh my God.
That's a great off-pace Z though by Acuna.
Hits it and then just looks over at us in the broadcast booth like,
Actually,
yeah, I'm
he
the
looked
man.
over and said, I closed my eyes for that one. Since I can't see it, I'm just going to close my eyes and hit it. So, a great shot. Little flick. Andres has got to be ready for some of the trickery here. Do something crazy.
So good. So good.
You know how hard it is to hit a wide angle on the cracked left wall from that position? That was unbelievable.
Yeah, and he faked the touch before that too with a different grip.
See him turn his racket right before at the front of the wall?
He was going to pretend like he was going to put it on a platter and set it to the front wall and then snap the backhand cross court.
I thought short
That
too.
actually looked really close.
I thought it was short too. Just barely.
For those of you at home who want to learn how to hit that shot, just go practice it a couple times. You'll be able to do it first try, no problem. It's a good serve. Step on line. It's
He
encroachment.
was.
Encroachment, missed.
That's a crazy backhand from deep court.
It's an amazing shot.
Again though, if I'm Kane, we got so many points off of that
Z.
Z.
We also haven't even seen a single lob nick this match, which is
That's true.
shocking. 'cause
By
usually,
both players because
Yeah.
Acuna was doing great knob nicks yesterday too.
So I'm a little curious. Kane all over that and just making sure he hits it anyways to let Acuna know that he's all over it.
Yep.
I'm surprised because I mean, all of Sioux Falls and a lot of this tournament that I've seen so far, Kane has been using lob nick. Like you said, Acuna as well. I think you mentioned Acuna's been hitting as well, and he's a very good one.
Here it comes,
And
right
we
on
can see
cue.
one. Lob nick right off the bat. Or is he going to snap one behind him here? Bingo, right on cue. Perfect serve. Wow.
And into that glass too makes it really hard to go cut that ball off, or even take it on the short hop because that you see that glass.
Every lefty's dream is to play a right side glass. The lob nick going into it. Oh, my goodness, it's not a hinder.
My gosh.
Yeah, just an unfortunate call there, but it's just sometimes how this game is called. It's so tight.
Yeah. No, I mean, I agree with Kane on that. That's not a hinder. Acuna is just getting to that ball, but that's what we call a pro hinder. Acuna sells it.
But Kane's good at using these kind of moments of motivating. He'll get a little annoyed, a little angry, and all of a sudden he comes in. And again, we could easily see a little side out in one of those runs. See if Acuna goes away from the lob Nick second serve here. Yep, he does. Let's goes left. I love that serve choice.
Oh,
He got what he wanted. He got what he wanted. Just missed that cutoff in the front of the court. But I like that about Acuna. He's staying aggressive. He went up and cut that ball off. He didn't let it come back and let Kane get it in position.
Good serve choice too. Got an opportunity, just didn't convert. And I wouldn't be surprised if we only see a variety of types of Z serves and snapping the ball to the right here from here on out from Kane.
Yep.
He's definitely been going that way and is seeing the easy opportunities getting off of it.
12-12, game 1.
Yep.
Best hands on tour. Kind of, his body looked like he was going Z, and he came right back down to the right side.
Yep. It's kind of that was kind of what I was talking about, right? He's kind of mixing the Z, and he'll just slap one to the right to keep you honest, and then you don't know if you're going to go right or if you're going to have to deal with some sort of change of a Z, and right away he should go.
That's a bomb.
Gosh, that was crazy.
Absolute missile to the right side.
Yeah.
Problem is he has no more appeals.
Acuna thinking that slid off the back wall, and he picked it up and popped up. I couldn't see it, but it looked like it was too.
Judging off of Acuna's body language, I don't know if he fully believes he got it either on that one.
Game
Are
point.
we trying to sell it?
Goodbye. That's a good comeback from Kane, dealing with everything he's got. We'll take a quick break and be back when game 2 begins.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my new product from MyPillow, towels that actually work. Watch this absorbency test. Here's another towel that we randomly went out and bought. Here's one of my towels with the nice design. I don't know if you can see this, but you could line a swimming pool with this. I mean, this is crazy. Get rid of it. Towels that actually work. What a concept. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know you can get our 6-piece My Towels, regular $69.98, now only $29.98. Or you can save 25% on our brand new kitchen towels, made with the same technology as our famous My Towels. Also, we have bath sheets, bath towels, washcloths, hand towels, and so much more. And the best part, with your promo code, your entire order ships absolutely free. So go to MyPillow to get deep discounts on all My Towels, and for a limited time, your order ships absolutely free.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here live in Minnesota. For those of you at home that are looking for a new pair of racquetball shoes, go ahead and look up kanzosports.us. Kane's new shoe sponsor. Use code KANE20 to get 20% off. He swears by them. He thinks they're really good. I haven't got to play in them yet, but shoes look good. Go ahead and support one of the top players in the world. kanzosports.us. Go check them out.
Checked out the website. Yeah, check it out, guys. Great comeback. It was nick and tuck until those last 3 or 4 points. Kane pulled away for a 15-12 win.
Kind of came down to one of those runs we were talking about, how at any moment he can kind of just lock in for 3-4 rallies in a row.
I don't know. I hate to use an appeal right off the bat.
It's kind of hard as a referee, as you give Acuna the replay on the ceiling ball right
You're
there,
right.
not to give Kane one there. So it's consistent to what he's doing.
Yep.
Right? So not our favorite calls in the world, but at least he's consistent.
That's a
Great
crack.
serve.
Just crack.
A couple of those.
Gosh, he's just cleaned that up so nicely. That backhand touch recently. It's just coming in very nicely, super controlled.
Paired with his enormous serve here on
Yeah.
these courts.
That's the problem with that crack serve that he's going for right there, right? When it cracks out, yeah, all is good, right? But you leave that up a little bit, it's not going to be good enough to get it past Kane.
And he's going to have to get a couple of those into the back right corner as well, even if it means Kane gets an opportunity, right? Because then Kane's on his heels. That just looked like he was just a little too
Both of them.
A little too nonchalant with that setup. Everything seems so easy out here, but these guys are multiple days into the tournament, and it takes a toll. This game is not easy on the body. It's as easy as every little step and shot looks. It's not always as it appears.
Good Z.
Oh, Kane hit it right back to Acuna.
Wow, great hands by Acuna. It's even tough because Kane's in front of him. He doesn't really even see it until the last minute, and it's more of a reaction.
Kane trying to kind of wrong foot him, and Acuna never went, so.
We got it. Not a missed opportunity there.
Wow, both of them. That ball in the corner off of Acuna's serve popped up, and then the one here over on this side off a Kane shot popped up.
Ooh, that was close.
That was very close.
Not going that lob, Nick.
I like the serve.
Yeah.
I like the serve.
It's one of my favorite ones to Kane. Especially if you hit it like that. It's pretty good height.
Yeah.
Runs that shoulder high, making Kane roll a ball from a little higher. Which you can. You can try to live with percentages. There's. Oh, God, he calls an avoidable hinder on top of that. It's a good example of making contact and not playing through. Not in love with that call.
Especially because Acuna went and finished the rally
Yes.
anyways, right? Like,
Yeah.
Well, and Acuna created the contact to try to get the avoidable there too. Make him
Correct.
play through the contact.
Break there.
Kane annoyed a little bit. You can see it in his body language, shaking his head.
And again, Acuna gets up right at the start here.
And Kane visually upset. Maybe because of his vision and the call. He'll regather though. It's not his first rodeo.
Back to that Z serve left. Oh, changed it.
Smart.
Set up.
Oh,
Oh, he had it.
I wonder if the butt of his racket hit the ground first and kind of stopped the momentum going forward.
That's what it kind of looked like. You can see Acuna kind of changing, hitting from that one position in the drive serve box, going drive serve left and drive serve right to kind of keep Kane on his toes a little bit. Some bounces,
Pretty surprised we haven't seen Kane's Nick lob yet, as we talked about earlier. He's done some lob serves down the left side from center box, but no nicks yet.
I mean, if Acuna's going to return like that, I wouldn't let him see anything else.
Unreal. What a difficult cutoff to make off of a ceiling ball like that and just take that thing flat into the side wall right there. That just puts so much pressure on you as a retriever where you hit a ceiling ball, you think you have a little bit of time, and nope.
Yep.
Yeah, and if Acuna can't get the answer to his lob serve, this is going to get flipped real quick here.
Yeah. If you're Kane, do you repeat right here?
I milk it for every point it's worth. But that's how I play racquetball. So if I find something, I'll pick on it till they give me an answer saying, "Hey, I can do this." Kane probably going with something similar. Yep.
He's on that red line. He could. I would pill that. He's done that multiple times this match.
His foot's all over the line there. No call. I'm surprised Kane's not appealing it.
Yeah, that thing is.
But it's interesting because, like, with line judges, that's going to be a hard call to overturn. So it's probably a good no appeal. Yeah, I think Kane's a little focused in just playing. Great wide angle. Great shot.
Can't touch again. I'm telling you. It's been turned into quite the weapon of his right now.
It's interesting, too. Every time Kane's hit the ball hard at his forehand, Acuna's kind of lifted and poked, almost like he's trying to just keep it from one. Backhand is very controlled and dialed in down the line there. Miss serve. It's all right, though. If I'm Acuna, I'm happy with the serve. I got one to the back corner. So that's going to open up the serve to the left side. If it does hit the crack, Kane's going to be sitting on the corner versus up forward. I think that'll work long term for him as long as he can kind of hold Kane off here. Bad return.
Are you kidding me?
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Backhand flick rollout in the front there.
We call that above average. He caught that with his racket facing downwards towards the ground and it kind of snaps the wrist. Perfect pinch. There's Lobnik.
Yep.
Yep, that's the right call. That's the right call.
Kane.
Little Bobby Horn coming out on the court there.
Oh, would never say anything like that ever. Adam knows that.
We talked about the black ball too yesterday, Adam, as well. If you don't pinch it and it's down in the front court with these guys being in the service box area, they're going to get that. And Kane's hands are so good in the front court to put it away. So if you're going to pinch, it's got to be down.
Or move your opponent around, right? Either way. We can kind of see, again, body language again. Shoulders go forward a little bit. Put his hands out, second guessing what he's doing. Just get back to your game plan, do what you normally do. Good, very good.
And Acuna kind of likes that mid-level. He's actually killed, I think, 3 of those now, but the higher ones are the ones that Kane is finding success with. But as Kane, you don't want to serve the same thing over and over and over, get a beat on it. So he's just kind of throwing something new in there.
There's that forehand poke that he's not putting down. Again.
Great rally.
Replay.
Oh, right there. And that's that forehand that we're talking about. Oh, and came behind the back between the legs. It's so dirty. Wide angle. Perfect wide angle, too, off that angle.
Got a quick timeout, so we'll be back when play resumes. back to Minneapolis, Minnesota here. Second semifinal of the day. Acuna and Waselenchuk. A 6-5 lead for Acuna with Kane in the box.
Yeah, great second game. A great match so far. Acuna playing really good ball. Probably for the last, year, I would say he's been playing great. I believe he might make a pretty large jump into the rankings here. I think he's ranked 5 right now, and I think he's going to have a pretty hefty jump with all the stuff that happened this weekend.
He definitely will, because last time at this tournament, he's defending a 16s loss.
And he's 5. Adam's not playing.
A couple injuries.
Montoya
lost in the round of
semis.
No, his semis. So he's defending the semis.
Moscoso loses a lot of points because of his injury, and he was out in the 16s. The 32s.
And he had a
final last year.
Yep.
So we could see Acuna at the 2 or 3 spot next week, which is pretty amazing in itself. So good ball, and as he finds himself in a tight match with Kane. Just overrunning a ball. Frames one.
Yeah.
Good call,
Sure
Ice.
did.
Good call. I saw the frame too.
But that goes back to what we were saying earlier. Acuna needs to stay within himself right here and not try and go superhero mode on it. Just have your normal footwork, get over to the ball, execute.
There's really only one guy on tour right now that can kind of out-hit Kane in any moment, and that's Moscoso, right? All the other guys are going to have to be more strategic. You're not going to be able to sit there and bang within the whole match. You're going to have to play within yourself. You're going to have to use patterns and certain ways of working points in your favor. He's got to stay within himself the whole time here. Lob Nick. Here we go.
Oh, he had a beat on it.
And if I'm Acuna there, you got to take that angle away from Kane. You got to step over into that ball a little bit so that Kane can't hit that reverse pinch on you.
Because he doesn't have to give him that reverse
Correct.
pinch.
Exactly. Take one for the team. Take one for yourself.
Well, and Kane's not going to hit that if Acuna's standing right
He
there.
might. He might.
But
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Seen it happen once or twice.
Oh, that is
Dirty.
disgusting. And made sure to kind of pause behind the line and let everyone know.
A little veteran move there.
See, now, if I'm Acuna here, I go to that lob, Nick, again. One thing that Adam mentioned that he killed the forehand there, and sometimes what that'll happen is that'll discourage you from going to serve, but what you don't see is that Kane hit a cross-court wide angle that was not necessarily a perfect shot, and it was an opportunity for Acuna. He just wasn't ready for it. So hopefully he goes to it again and is ready to shoot this third ball. Here we go. See if he goes cross-court. No, just flat rolls it. Okay.
Unreal by Kane.
Once again, above average.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable to be able to short hop a ball like that and splat it that easily. Oh, I've never seen this before.
Whoa.
Wow.
Interesting serve choice by Kane. Haven't really seen too much of that before, but maybe trying to just put a different spin or look on that Z serve that he found success in.
I found it interesting of Acuna's angle selection that shot before of going really, really wide there. He could have played a little cleaner.
Maybe the other side, Nick.
Hopefully. I love this choice. Just miss it.
And see, I don't look at that serve and say that was the wrong serve choice. It was just a hair off of being a perfect lob, Nick, and it's a whole totally different rally.
Literally maybe a foot deeper and or a foot left and it's a perfect serve. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I was going to say it could have been a screen. Pretty
Late
close.
call.
Yeah.
That's one of those where it helps when you hold your hand up as a returner to kind of make the ref make that call for you.
There's the lob, Nick.
Perfectly done. So hard to short hop that off the side wall when it nicks.
And because Kane's a lefty, it has kind of an inside-out spin on it when it goes into the left wall, so it makes it really tricky because it doesn't really kick as much as a righty hits it. Z.
I thought it skipped.
I thought it skipped in too.
Oh, and
I thought it skipped.
he called it good, and it should be overturned.
Looking at his camp.
Disagree, skipped.
Yep. And no objection from Kane. I think he knows as well.
Little pro cell.
Yep.
See, we go and get a drive serve down the right here, maybe.
Oh, right on cue. Great call, Ice.
A little short, though.
I thought it was short too.
No
Looked
way.
good.
Did he call that?
No arguments from Kane. Yeah, see, I like that. I like that. It looks a little more snappy.
And that's the serve and routine that got him up in the lead. And every time he's got a lead, it starts with those couple serves.
He established that line, right? Yeah, that's nice for a
Oh,
second
he caught
serve.
him. Wow.
Ooh, that's an ankle.
Oh, he's hurt. He's hurt. Uh-oh, he fell down. He's hurt on that. I think his shoe slid on
That
the
looked like an
ground.
ankle.
It ran into the glass.
As he went kind of going for that one, you can see his left ankle kind of turn as he was going for that ball. I think even as he said it, I said ankle.
He's grabbing his groin area at the hip flexor area.
Hopefully it's just a hip or just an ankle. No knees.
Okay, we're going to take a quick break. We'll give you guys an update when we return.
Introducing World Team Racquetball, the future of racquetball competition. The world's best players, Kane Waselenchuk, Paolo Longoria, Daniel De La Rosa, and more, competing in an exciting new format. 4 elite teams, 0.2 men, 2 women, 1 substitute. Our first event in Las Vegas was a huge success, thrilling fans at the 3 Wall Ball World Championships. World Team Racquetball isn't just a competition. It's a revolution in racquetball, bringing teams, fans, and communities together like never before. Now's your chance to be part of the action. Invest in the future. Own a team. Join the movement.
Been producing the finest continuous gutter machines in the United States, building the highest quality
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my new product from MyPillow, towels that actually work. Watch this absorbency test. Here's another towel that we randomly went out and bought. Here's one of my towels with the nice design. I don't know if you can see this, but you could line a swimming pool with this. I mean, this is crazy. Get rid of it. Towels that actually work. What a concept. I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know you can get our 6-piece My Towels, regular $69.98, now only $29.98. Or you can save 25% on our brand new kitchen towels, made with the same technology as our famous My Towels. Also, we have bath sheets, bath towels, washcloths, hand towels, and so much more. And the best part, with your promo code, your entire order ships absolutely free. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use that promo code to get deep discounts on all My Towels. And for a limited time, your order ships absolutely free.
Welcome back, everybody, to Minneapolis, Minnesota. So we're still on a medical timeout for Kane. Not sure exactly what it is. It appeared to be a hip flexor as we looked at the review, but don't have any definite word from him or his camp at this point.
Yeah, I'd got to take a second look at that. Took a weird step with his left foot. That foot slid. And his either knee or hip, well, hopefully nothing too major, and hopefully he can kind of go get it. Little stinger, and he can get back on the court and play, and hopefully all is well. We've had quite enough of that this weekend. Acuna is on the court here, staying warm.
Smart thing to do.
Have to.
Yeah, and for Acuna, you just got to stay in it and know that, you know, at any time he can come back.
I was actually thinking it was going another direction too, so. Trying to look around, see if I can see him kind of moving around, or he's with his team, trying to sort it.
To, make its way waves through, and it's pretty cool to see.
Yeah, we had talked about paying your dues earlier in this tournament on just walking around and chatting. And like, it's a long grind to start making your imprint on the tour. It's not anything that's really quick.
Totally, and I think that's one thing a lot of people just forget. Like, Acuna's been playing pro tournaments now for at least
10 years minimum.
At minimum, I was going to say,
10 years.
He's been 10 to 12 years.
He's been on the tour 14.
14,
and
okay.
Kane 24.
There you go.
Yep.
So imagine 14 years, and he's just potentially getting the chance to win a pro stop right here. And
This will be his first final?
this will be his
so?
first or second, yep. But, that's 14 years of battling and
Yep.
just coming back day after day after day and not giving up. And so, a lot of props to Acuna and all the players. It takes a lot, and you can see Andres is in very good physical condition. He treats this very, he works very hard. So props to him.
Sure, plenty of people back home in Costa Rica right now are watching this match and supporting him. He's got a huge group of people at home.
Yeah,
Shout out to all the beautiful people and racquetball players in Costa Rica. Hope you guys are enjoying the match.
His family too. I know his family's watching, so always good to see them.
Yeah, I was talking to him yesterday post-interview. He's got a brother in Spain, so let's see, what time is it here? 5. It's almost midnight. It's probably 1 in the morning there. They're about 8 hours ahead of us, I
Guarantee
believe.
he's watching.
Yep. So.
And then coming up tomorrow for the doubles final, we have Mar Montoya versus Eric Trujillo and Jordi Alonso, which is a new team that's come up recently, just this year.
Great opportunity for them, too, as Montoya is going to be playing, 1/3 of the court, which is kind of a little different than normal. Usually it's the other way around. He's playing 2/3 and Mar's playing 1/3. So it'll be kind of interesting to see a mending hurt Montoya.
And the fun part about that match is they just had Mexican Nationals a couple weeks ago or last week, and Eric Trujillo and his partner actually took out Montoya Mar.
Sebastian Hernandez,
that's right. And so, a little Mar Montoya got a little revenge probably on their mind about this one.
So what was a positive take out of that this morning is Montoya could swing his backhand. and I talked to him about that. There's no stretching. He
Yeah.
can uncoil his whole body, you know, in his core, and so it didn't hurt him as much as any forehands that he had to take.
Yeah, and it makes sense too. I mean, coming from someone who's had a lot of shoulder issues, I've had labrum surgery done when I was 22ish and stuff. When you start having shoulder issues, it's your forehand side that hurts, and the big reason is because of how a forehand works in racquetball. You have to externally rotate your arm, and then you're rotating your front delt and your pec through the ball, right? So it's a very unnatural unwinding of your arm. Whereas the backhand, you're using the backside, your posterior side of your body, right? So you're using your shoulder blade, your back of your shoulder, you're using your rotation, you're using your hips. And that takes a lot less toll on your shoulder. So most people, they hurt their shoulders hitting forehands. And if they do have pain in the backhands, because they're overextending through contact, so their follow through is going past the range of motion of their shoulder, or the capacity of that range of motion. So makes perfect sense, and it'll be fun to watch. That's for sure.
That's at 11 a.m. tomorrow Central Time, followed by whatever the outcome is in the singles here with Alan and Tara waiting at 12 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm hoping Kane can kind of get himself mended up and get back on the court. It'd be very, very nice to see the rest of this match.
Yeah, it's been great. It's been a great match. Acuna has just been with Kane every step of the way.
100%.
And, you know, we said it. Acuna had to keep a little bit of a lead because we saw it got close right at the end. Kane rattled off 3 points. Boom, game was done. Just like that, which is so frustrating playing against him because you're playing hard all game. You're neck and neck. You're winning. And then before you know it, the game's over. And kind of the same thing here. He had a high lead. Kane's inching back, but Acuna's staying ahead of him right now. And hopefully hopefully we can continue this.
Yeah, and Acuna really got to be careful here. I mean, as bad as that step looked and as bad as it might seem, Kane has the ability to walk in and still win matches against anybody in any shape, right? He still can kill a ball and serve a ball better than the majority of people in the world.
Well, especially when he's gaining a lot of points off of a lob nick, right?
Yes.
He might not have to drive.
He might not have to drive serve. He might just have to wait for an opportunity, and then he can just shoot. And then, if it gets to the point where he can't run, then he can, be done. But I have a feeling that he's going to be back on the court. Just kind of hard to tell right now what he's going to do, but we'll find out, and we'll get an update to all of you right now. We'll try to get a little injury timeout.
He's putting his glove on.
Yep, looks like he's putting his glove on. He's shaking his head. Yes, positive. I think we might get at least a part of this match forward here and moving forward, I should say. Racket in hand, eye guard in hand.
He's going to try and step on the court here and hit a couple shots and see how it feels. Looks like we got a match to continue.
Not grimacing too bad or anything.
No.
Nothing crazy. It's a good sign. That's
Great sign.
happy for all of us to hear it. So we'll kind of see how he's hobbling on the court or if he's hobbling at all. I mean, no limp. Nothing
Little.
serious. Nothing
Little.
serious.
A little tender there.
What a competitor, huh?
It's crazy.
I know me and Bobby were talking about this yesterday. It's one of the most impressive things about him is just the ability to, no matter what, we saw this weekend number 2 and 3 get hurt while he's playing. He is now 43, did we say?
43.
And to be out here competing with people
Half your age.
half your age and still running with the best, it's unreal. It really is. I'm
So these
crazy.
So these guys are discussing the shot that Acuna hit after Kane was down because he drove it down the right side and hit him with the ball. So he's like, I didn't mean to do that. So, but these guys got a great relationship. When I talked to Acuna yesterday, he's so respectful of Kane and thinks so highly of him and enjoys him being on the tour. So it's good to see that.
Well, looks like we're going to have the rest of this match. So put your seatbelts back on and let's get going.
Yeah, this will be. I would my early guess is there'll be a little different strategy by Kane. I don't think we'll see him cranking down drive serves, but I could be wrong.
Now, if you are Acuna, you have to come out hot right
Got
here.
the wounded
You
lion
have
in there.
to come hot.
No letting Kane nice guy you either. Yeah, and this is exactly what he can clean it up. He doesn't have to move everywhere to win matches. He can clean it up and work the ball around to get himself opportunities. Yep, slippery chicken.
And this is exactly what we were talking about. Coming back in after a long break, mentally you're like, oh, he's not going to come back in, and you're checking out. Very dangerous.
No, you got to take that.
It's a replay hinder. He's got to play it. He can't stop.
Just use the line. He had him pushed to the back left on his back, and he could just went straight in.
Once we were talking about earlier, he's looking to get a free point there versus just making the shot.
Correct.
So, and as we see, like we said, we see a little game changer. And something else Kane does is he's able to go in and out of game styles a little easier, and he can adjust better. So, got an appeal. Call stands. Appeal lost. I don't really love that appeal.
No, it's reaching. It's reaching.
It is a reach. I would agree. Slippery chicken.
A little surprised he's drive serving after the injury and
No, but
not
it's
doing a nick.
I wouldn't say it's really a drive serve. That's just one step, and
Okay.
that's not going to hurt that left side that looked like it was injured.
Yeah, and he's also left-handed, so when he drive serves, actually all the torque going to his right hip, not his left hip. So he's able to just kind of slap that in with minimal rotation. Set up. Yep, he's not going to be running for that ball. Kane's going to try to win this with his brain and minimal movement. It's a good sign there. That little move over to the left. It didn't look slow.
No. Still some spring for sure. That's just so tough. I mean, that's not even a bad serve from Andres either. 7-8. There's that Z.
Set up.
And it's just so frustrating if you're Andres, right? Because you're trying to execute good shots and he's just dinking and dunking the ball, where you just have to go back to what got you the points. Don't even think about him being injured. Just execute your shot. Right?
Yeah, and Kane, on the other hand, he's not really dinking and dunking. He's not like trying or anything. He's just being smart about it, right? If he hits it hard, almost.
And it looks like that's kind of the strategy from Kane right
Yeah.
now. When he has a shot, he's going to take it and try and kill it, because we're not going to get in a bang-bang rally anymore.
Yeah, and when he's not set up, he's hitting the off-pace stuff. That gives him more time to kind of relocate into a better position, too. He doesn't have to the ball as hard.
It's so tough. And like we've said earlier, one of the most underrated things is his return of serve. I mean, against almost anyone else, that serve is an ace. And Kane not only gets it, but he steps over and kills it. And now he's nice guy in Acuna right now.
What you talked about not doing.
No,
Nice guy.
Don't let him nice guy you, Acuna. Can't let it.
If I'm Acuna here, I still go back down to that drive serve right that got me all the points, that started my runs, and go after him.
Smart.
That's what you need right there. That's what you need.
One thing to note there, too, is that left hip or left knee or whatever the case may be, we're not exactly sure what it is the leg he's pushing off of. So if he has to move from his left side to the right, he has to push off that left leg. He was a little slow going forward there, so let's keep an eye out for that.
What is good to see is I feel like as he's playing here more, it's, loosening up, or the adrenaline is getting to it a little more. And
See how much quicker he is to go snap over to that side versus the left?
Yep.
Half a step quicker.
have that.
Skip ball.
No.
No skip ball.
No chance, not at all.
Please. Acuna gave it a second look. I thought maybe it was a skip. Great serve.
That's another one. That's another one. Take that.
I just can't see him why he's calling.
And the crazy thing is, then that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. Like, okay, if you're going to make the first call, you got to stay consistent because it's the exact same type of play.
Exactly same
exact play.
Yep.
Contact, then he has the whole court to hit it. And so if you're going to call the first one a replay, the second one has to be a replay as well. But easier said than done from here.
Skip ball. Just missed it.
And the last thing Acuna wants is Kane annoyed.
Absolutely. No, you want none of that. You want
I would.
none of that.
He's got a nice guy Kane, but don't get a Kane nice guy him.
Yep. And you can see right there, right now, he puts a little pace, a little annoyed, and he's like,
extra.
okay, we're going to get this thing going.
Maybe exaggerating. I don't really like nice guy in anybody.
Lob Nick.
Oh, he's sitting on the pinch.
That's a good kid, though.
Uncharacteristic for Kane on the lob Nick. You don't see him miss that serve
That was
very
a bad
often.
miss.
Yeah, you normally don't see that. 10-8.
That's a good serve. What a stretch get by Kane.
There you go, and Acuna can mentally, and mentally this is so hard right now. You know what you have to do, but you just think he's kind of just gonna give it to you, which is just definitely not gonna happen, right?
Well, then the other part of this too is like Kane's not going to play the same ways early in the match, so your shot selection changes, right? Like you're going to have to hit it into different spots. And a lot of these setups are not the same setups Acuna was getting early in the match because Kane's hitting slower balls and off-pace balls to give himself more time to get in position.
Absolutely.
So it's maybe from a spectator standpoint, it's like, oh, Acuna's not hitting the same shots. It's because he's hitting the ball from a different spot most of the time.
It's just a half inch, man. It's so close.
Troubles.
Or not. Unreal. Behind your back, kind of rotating your wrist over to put a little topspin on that ball to make it dive.
Like a tennis kick serve, he's falling backwards, pronates his wrist over and goes a little kick serve to the front wall, side wall, Nick roll out.
All right, what are we doing here?
Slippery. Nice ankle.
It's pretty amazing right there. That's a good angle for Kane right there. I feel like he's going to go back to it, but he's going to change up something. So maybe do one more time and then change up to something so Acuna doesn't get a beat on it.
Oh, missed opportunity. Gosh.
Just going for too much.
Yep.
Go make Kane get that ball. Hit the same
To
shot.
the left.
Good shot selection. Good shot selection. Just make the front wall, side wall, front wall. Make Kane make the move from the right side of the court to the left. Obviously, he's hurt, right? He's got something going on in the left hip or knee. There you go. Make a move.
Feeling pretty good right now.
And see what Kane did there, right? He did the first serve, drive Z. Then he went over to the right to have Acuna establish that he's going to hit that serve, which now opens up that left so Acuna doesn't get a beat on it and is going to go cut it off.
I'm going to be surprised if he goes just straight left here on one of these. Had something on it, though, huh?
Yep, and again, that's a no-step drive serve, probably still going 140 miles an hour.
It is.
Now, if you're Acuna here, are you thinking about taking a timeout and regrouping and saying, come on, man, you got to lock back in and
Absolutely.
let's get this in, right?
Yeah, if he gets one more, that'd be 12-10.
And remember, when Kane took his injury timeout, he was down 10-8.
Uh-huh.
So Acuna hasn't scored.
There it is. He desperately needs to get a point on the board here.
Yep.
Kane doesn't want the screen call, but it's not Kane's call, it's the ref's call. A screen's a screen. And that's how it goes. It's interesting, too, because that rule hasn't always been like that. A long time ago, the returner had a lot of leverage on that, but now it's more of the ref calls it the screen. So
there's the point Acuna needed.
That Z serve was tighter, not wrapping off the back walls. He tried to short hop that. So good Z.
A little tighter, get a little shorter in the court. That's a wide angle.
That's what he hasn't been doing this game, is closing that pinch flat out on the right side. That's a tight pinch not coming off the front wall.
Executing a nice third shot, as you said, and finds himself with a lead again. Just off balance. That was a shot he was hitting against Diego last night that was unbelievable. Diego was hitting a 160-mile-per-hour drive shot, and he was squatting down, slapping the ball right down the line.
I thought that was short. Yep.
Short to me, too.
See if he goes back to that Z. He's been effective here. Kane's going to have a beat on it. I think he's going to be looking for it, but be curious to what we got going on the second serve.
If I'm Acuna, stay within myself here on this point.
Oh my gosh.
That's the one. That's the one. Now, what's crazy about that is when Kane was bringing heat to the left side, Acuna was able to bring that heat and dunk that ball in the front. Kane didn't have the heat there, and it made Acuna generate his own power, kind of changing up that shot like you were saying.
I would call timeout immediately here. Immediately timeout. 13-12. There it is.
Timeout.
There it
Big
is.
call. Big call. Okay, we'll take a 1-minute break and be back when game 2.
Been producing the finest continuous gutter machines in the United States, building the highest quality gutter. Marbles.
He hasn't missed one of those today, Adam, with the over the head.
Unreal.
2 to the left, 1 to the right.
Every one of them hitting the front wall, side wall as well.
And it's the creativity, right? I mean, most people just check that back up to the ceiling and you get in the rally. But Kane just, you always got to keep your head on a swivel. See what he comes up with here.
Missile.
Oh, Acuna. Read that.
Not sure if I love the decision by Kane of going to cut that off, but also
Very creative, like we just talked.
If he rolls it, we're having a different talk here.
Oh
So
my gosh.
Great get by Acuna. Acuna just drill himself the ball casually right now.
That
So
was, yep. Feel that in the morning.
He called that short? Is that what
Yep.
that call was?
Yep.
Interesting. Nick Lobb here, guys?
I would think so. I would think so. He's hit a couple good ones. Oh, no, good.
Oh, first
good.
miss overhead. Now we're at game point. See if we can close this out and get to a breaker.
14-12. Bobby, you're Acuna right now. What serve are you going with?
I'm going with whatever I have best. I know Acuna has a really good crack left. I also know he has a really good drive serve down the right side. I go with one of those two.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
There's a good example of Acuna thinking he's going to stop playing, calling the hinder when Kane's about to hit the ball, and Kane just plays through it, and it's a perfect pinch.
And that's the difference of playing through it and not trying to hold up and get a random avoidable.
Acuna was trying to bait the ref to call it, too. That's a great serve.
Skipped it. Skipped it.
I thought that was good. I'm sorry. I thought it was good. Let's see.
Yep.
Good appeal. I think that's skipped.
Side out.
Ooh.
Huh.
2 thumbs up. They have a better vantage point behind there than we do. So
Yeah, we're on the side wall.
What are you talking about? I called it
I
good.
saw it perfect. I saw it perfect.
All right, Kuna, the second opportunity to close this second game out.
Crack left one time. Yep.
That's a rollout.
Good. The return of serve on Kane. It's not even a bad serve on Acuna's part.
Yeah, it just.
But do you want that crack, huh? If you're going to do the crack, then
Why not?
now's the time,
First
right?
serve, and then go to one of your good second serves. That's a great serve.
Great get. Great get. Wow.
Good job.
Kane just directing traffic
replay.
over there in the court. Take a journey to the right side of the court. Back to the left. Wow.
He almost got that ball, too.
And you can tell Acuna's fighting for his life over here. I love to see it. No quit in him. Not even taking a point off or a one get off. He's just getting everything. Great hustle by Acuna.
This is also a nice little towel timeout for him to kind of settle down, clean, just calm down, take your time, clean your eye guards. Big moment here. He needs a side out and a serve, some sort of change up on his serve here. Kane looking to continue this little bit of momentum he's had the last couple minutes here. Oh, and there's the crack.
That's an ace. That's an ace
Great
serve.
serve.
Yep.
And
He's put a little something on these last two serves, guys.
you know, and that's kind of what I wanted Acuna to do there, right? Play to win, and Kane's gonna go bomb here.
Oh gosh, I can't even breathe right now. This is good.
Z serve left.
Oh, creativity. That's it. Pass down the left side. Congratulations, Kane Waselenchuk, on a battle with Andres Acuna.
Wow.
Great match by both players. Acuna giving Kane everything he can ask for. Kane taking a crazy first step there, or crazy step, tweaking his hip or knee or something. We're able to battle back and come back and still win this match against a great Acuna.
I am stunned. Kane, unreal. Acuna, you know, it's so tough mentally to come back from that and continue to play the hard ball that you were playing.
We're going to send Bobby to the table and try to get a word with Kane if we can once he gets his gear in the bag. So we'll take a quick break as we transition here and let Bobby do an interview with Kane.
Sounds great. See you guys all there. Hang tight.
Yep.
Hi, this is John Criswell. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, approximately 45 miles southwest of Chicago. For over 50 years, KWM Gutterman Incorporated has established itself as the premier and is currently the largest gutter machine manufacturer in the United States. Initially founded by Carl W. Miner Sr. in the early 1960s, this family-owned business has thrived through 3 generations to continue building the highest quality portable gutter forming machines in the world today. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and nationally recognized as experts in the gutter industry. KWM's entire product line is manufactured at 2 state-of-the-art locations. Rockdale houses a 45,000 square foot CNC and assembly facility, and Shanahan houses a 15,000 square foot fabrication facility. Adhering to their family values, integrity, and a particularly homegrown way of doing business has made KWM a success story around the globe. KWM gutter machines are sold on 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. KWM offers one of the most extensive and sought-after lines of gutter machines available on the market today. KWM produces the Ironman line of gutter machines and currently offers 34 gutter profiles, with more in development. This complete product offering is coupled with the most comprehensive warranty in the industry. Come see them at kwmgutterman.com. This is John Criswell from Manufacturing Marvels.
I'm excited to announce that we're having our first ever mega sale on overstock clearance and brand new products. For example, save over 50% on this season's flannel sheets. Queen size only $59.98. Kings only $69.98. They sell out fast every year, so order now. Save 20% on our brand new My Crosses. They're designed in the likeness of the one I've worn every day for over 20 years. They come in men's and women's, and they're made right here in the USA. Get our 2025 6-piece My Towel sets for only $29.98. Our initial quantities are extremely low, so get them now before they go. And our best-selling standard My Pillows, just $14.98. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use this promo code to take advantage of our first ever mega sale. But wait, remember that $75 free shipping rule? Well, that ship is sailed because right now, every order ships absolutely free.
My name is Andre Parrilla.
How's it going, everybody? Bobby Horn here. Post-game interview with Kane Waselenchuk, our other finalists for the 2025 Minnesota Hall of Fame tournament. Kane, congratulations first for making a final.
Thank you.
And obviously you took a little spill there, a little injury timeout. Explain kind of how it went, how you feeling right now.
Yeah, well, it's all Acuna's fault from not wiping the floor. you know. No, I'm just joking. No, when I went in there, I said, I think it was a couple of rallies ago that you dove there and you didn't wipe it up. He goes, no, actually, it was that rally. I said, okay, well, whatever.
Yeah,
I said, you
exactly.
still could have wiped it up, you know.
Well, thankfully, you had some Kanzos on, otherwise your knee would have been blown out.
Yeah, it's
So-
all for the shoes,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the
exactly.
comfort of the shoes, for sure. No, it's just, you know, I didn't think that at 43 I was capable of doing the splits, you know, but I guess not willingly.
You did it gracefully at least, so.
Yeah, I'll have to look at the video, but it didn't feel too good. But I figured, you know, at the time of when it happened, you know, anything can happen that late in a match, right? And so I figured, you know, if I was down 10-2, then I probably wouldn't have continued. That's a tall hill to climb. And I just tried to be efficient, you know, tighten up on the service return and not have to really run all that much. And, you know, I made some shots and, you know, I'm here.
Yeah, I was kind of, when I was commentating, I was kind of talking with everybody at home how well you're able to take your game and play a certain way, and then when you do have little pains and aches and injuries and stuff, you're able to kind of modify your game to still win. How did you develop that over time? Is it just something with experience? Did you practice that when you were younger, or is it something you think about?
Well, I think it's a good lesson for all the younger guys is that, you know, you can't be one-dimensional. You know, you got to be able to, you got to have the whole package, you know, and, every time you come to a tournament, you're not going to be the same, and you're going to have to find a way to win. You're going to have to make the adjustments, and, you know, sometimes, you know, you're feeling good and there are no adjustments to be made, and then sometimes, you know, you're a little off and you have to make adjustments. But I think overall, you know, this one really has to do with experience. You know, I've been in this situation plenty of times in my career. You know, my brain's telling me to stop, but my pride is telling me to keep going. And like I said, it was really just a situational thing of where the match was at the time. You know, it's again, if I'm down 10-2, my mentality might be a little different. But at that point, I thought a few easy points, maybe a few good shots, and, you know, who knows what can happen. And, you know, look what happened.
Yeah, you strung a bunch together, good serves. You were making him move a little bit more than not. I was mentioning you were kind of taking some pace off to help yourself reestablish position and stuff,
Correct.
and it worked out really well for you.
Yeah,
so.
and I was trying to be a little bit more defensive, trying to hit more percentage. You know, I mean, I know on my service return, I just tried to flat roll balls. That's all I wanted to do, because I knew that if I left it up in any capacity, I wasn't going to be able to get back up into center court. So the service return had to be spot on. And, you know, I missed a couple to put them, I think, up to 13-14. But I made a couple of really crucial, you know, shots. And, again, you know, the serve at 13 to put me at 14, that was an all or nothing for me. I was like, I'm going to go for the crack.
Play to win.
And it's funny because I was telling DJ playing back home, I don't really hit that all that much at home, those running serves, so I was pretty happy with
But you
how
have it in your
efficient
bag.
I
You
was.
have it in your bag still, I guess.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, I have it in my bag, so that's good.
yeah.
But no, it's a good win, and you know, it's a tough one, you know. But you know, in a sick way, I kind of enjoy playing those sometimes.
Sure.
You know, obviously coming out on the winning side, but yeah,
Part of
you
the
know,
game.
it's a little bit of a struggle, but you know, could take pride in the fact that I worked through it and made some adjustments, and you know, onto the finals.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations on your first final. I mean, no, congratulations on your first final here.
First final in
this
March?
weekend. Yeah, exactly. So no, congratulations.
My first final in March.
Congratulations on your final, and we're looking forward to see you play tomorrow. And always fun to watch you play another one. And good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Yeah, good to see you
Heal
back
up.
too. Maybe
Yeah.
we'll be able to play.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, me
I
too.
hope so. See you guys all
Thanks,
tomorrow.
man. Thank you.
Tune in.